to the cloud, get this set up on Facebook here. And we will share it to the group. It is High Ticket Accelerator. How's everybody doing? Who do we got on so far? We've got, let's see, Aaron Kirscher. What's going on, Aaron? D, what's happening? Frederick, Latasha, Michael, and I believe another Michael or Michelle. Hopefully, I'm not sure if I pronounced your name correctly over there in the Netherlands. We got Toki. What's going on? Hope all is well, guys. Let me go live here on Facebook. The live call. Q&A. Announcements. For some reason, I can't spell today. Today is the 6th of July. That is 7/6/2019. All right. Let's go ahead and go live here on Facebook. Aaron says, bring the fire. Sure will, man. We will be bringing the fire. We'll be bringing plenty of fire today, my man. Cool. It looks like we are loaded up here on Facebook. Let me go inside the group, make sure that everything's working okay. And we're going to start this call in about a minute or so with some announcements for you guys. You paid attention to my last post inside the group here. I mentioned I was going to be going over email follow-up swipes and also your ability to copy my content and pass it off as your own and use it inside of the HTAA program. I did this very successfully with my last group of students inside of Easy One Up when we were promoting Easy One Up and FunnelX ROI. We had a lot of success. I was thinking, okay, I got a lot of success with YouTube, but here's the thing. A lot of people, they can't just jump on camera and be as fluent and talk as clearly and, just be as good on camera as myself, right? I've been doing this for 5 years now. And so the struggle that a lot of people have when getting started when it comes to YouTube marketing and video marketing in general is just the fact that they don't know what to say, that they have fear of being on camera in the first place. So like, how do we help them overcome this? And that's why I decided to allow people to use my content, my same content on my YouTube channel that I have, and literally pass it off as their own. Now, there are stipulations behind this. There is only a select few pieces of content that you're gonna be able to use, which is specifically to promote HTAA, right? So I'm gonna be rolling out a lot more content over time. The content that I essentially put on my channel week by week now moving forward, you'll be able to use all that content and pretty much pass it off as your own. So you're gonna have a little intro video in the front of my content, introducing yourself, introducing the topic, and pretty much handing that next piece off to me, where I'm gonna cover like in detail what the content is that you described at the beginning of the video in your intro. And then you'll be able to also insert an outro where you'll say, hey, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So then it's not me saying it right at the end of your channel. So we just want to make sure that it's congruent throughout. So what I've been putting in place is a document file here. Let me actually share my screen so you guys can see this. A lot of you guys that are in the YouTube implementation chat, you're familiar with this, but every time I upload a brand new video, so we got 626, 627, 7.2, I talk about the framework of the video, and then I link out to the video. And then what you're able to do is actually download the video, and I'll be walking you through some tools that you can use to download my videos. And then at the beginning of the video, all you need to do, let me see if I can pull up an example here. I'm going to make this bigger. Let's see if I can make this bigger here for you guys. See if I can see this whole entire chat here. That's okay. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll up. And let me see if I can find that specific message. Might take me just a second, but bear with me here. I had my brother actually do a test video right here. You can actually see it. Let me see if I can turn up the volume. But it's a very simple intro, like anybody can do, that lasts like 10 to 15 seconds. I'm going to see if I can make this maybe bigger. Let's see. Go to more. No, it'll only stay that size, which is okay. Let me see if I can turn the volume up here. I'm going to have to change my system preferences. For some reason, it always does this whenever I plug in my microphone. So let me just go to sound right here. And then output.
This is Aaron Elder. Welcome back to the channel. Today you're going to learn how to leverage high-ticket affiliate offers with little or no experience. I'm going to turn it over to my business partner, Josh, who's going to give you all the details.
So it's just a simple, like 12-second intro video saying, hey, this is Aaron Elder, and today we're going to be talking about XYZ, and my brother's going to cover it in complete detail, or my business partner, in your case, is going to cover this in complete detail. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to him. And so then I talk about the topic, and then you just have another outro video that you would clip in with that. Just thanking people for watching the video, subscribe, check out the links in the resources section, and then you close the video. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to have a training video here in the next couple days that's going to outline this whole entire process. It's going to give you direct access to this Google Doc. And we will be, obviously updating this day in and day out, week by week and month by month, so you can directly take my content and literally use it in your marketing. And what's really cool, this is an example right here, is you'll have a landing page that you'll be able to create just like this. You'll be able to use your own graphics if you want to. And then it's going to have your video. And then at the beginning, once again, it's going to have this little piece right here as we described. And you're going to be able to pass it off completely as your own. Then it's going to have this piece of content, which is my content, and then of course your outro. And then they're going to be able to click here to learn more. So when they click that, it goes back to the case study video, you see? And then from the case study video, again, it goes to Facebook Messenger. So you can utilize that Messenger bot and then obviously connect with your prospects. So we're going to be adding that. This is going to be super cool. I'm so excited to be able to do this for you guys. So for those of you that are struggling, to get up content, you don't know what to talk about, right? Use this as a stepping stone, right? I want you guys to be independent, but I want you to be able to create success and create results as quickly as possible, right? So use this as a stepping stone to eventually get your name out there, to eventually, get your brand out there. So as I always say, stand on the shoulders of giants. Use me, use my success, use the success of other people. And, we'll have people like, Karen, if Karen's on this, would love to have you contribute with what you're talking about on your channel. So maybe people can use your videos as well. Don't want this to just be, the Josh show, but this is super cool because, video is the future. 80% of the traffic out there on the internet is in fact video traffic. So this just tells you guys, we've got something special here. There's no one out there I've seen that's doing this. So you're going to be able to leverage just my knowledge, my authentic perspective, rare perspective, I think, in this, internet marketing space. And, my authenticity, I believe, has been the catalyst to help me creating so much success because I know this product works. I know what we teach works. And I know it's a process for maybe you to build that belief factor. So why not leverage me and my belief and my knowledge to help you build your business, earn your first few $100,000 commissions, and then eventually have that confidence to really go out there on your own and say, man, this thing works. Let's do it. Let's take it to the next level. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, and guys, this is proven stuff. Like this isn't something, just some random idea that didn't work. I've used this with my students in other companies promoting other businesses, and it works just extremely well. So like, here's another example of a follow-up sequence that you guys are gonna get access to. I use this for my Easy One Up team. I'm going to actually create a custom swipe file for my HTA team as well. So you guys will be able to use my same follow-up emails. You can see that they're all right here. I'm going to be putting this in a Google Doc. So you guys are also going to be able to use all my email swipes, and we'll be adding more. So you want to check these documents daily of when I add, because I'm going to be adding a lot of new content. So highly recommend, checking out, this, obviously this section that'll be in the membership site going over all this stuff. So again, I'm going to make that available over the course of the next couple days. So that is the announcements. One last announcement I wanted to make is I wanted to talk a little bit about financing. A lot of you guys are asking, can we offer financing? And you can. When it comes to like the United States, I have a lender that I use. You can feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to Brian. We both use this US lender. And you can actually get approved with a 630 plus credit score. And as well, of course, you can use it on your other, students as well. So you get people that come in, maybe they don't have the availability to just spend, X amount of dollars. We can get them approved for financing as long as they have between like a 600 and 630 plus credit score. We can do that. When it comes to like worldwide financing, I would just go out there and Google and find out what type of lenders there are, and what's offered in your specific country. Okay. So that is it. People can go through their private bank as well if they want to. I mean, there's tons of ways that they can get financing. So if you want to offer the lender that I go with, which is Fundwise, I believe is what they're called, then you can feel free to reach out to me. You'll be able to create an affiliate account too. So you get, a percentage of the loan that's offered to your client. So that's it as far as announcements. What I want to do moving forward now is I want to just take Q&A for you guys, right? As always, let's take Q&A. Before we do that real quickly, I want to congratulate some people on making their first sell inside of, the HTA program. So let's first do that, and then we'll actually get into Q&A because I want to celebrate success stories because this is huge. Number one, Scott Anderson. Let's see if I can find his success story down here somewhere. Obviously, we're posting commissions of people making commissions like Karen. Congrats to Karen Merrow on earning her first Transcend Accelerator commission. That's a cool $1,250. So made a commission first week of going live. Let's see what else we have. Again, welcoming more members. I know I posted Scott's down here somewhere. We got Fraser McDonald on earning his first Transcend Accelerator commission. Cool, $1,250. So congratulations on your first commission. Guys, this is just the first week of us launching. Scott Anderson earning his first Transcend Accelerator commission. Another cool $1,250. All he did was he went through the training. He set up the messenger bot onto his YouTube channel in that funnel, right? He set up this funnel right here and was able to generate a $1,250 commission. So guys, what we teach works, and it works extremely, extremely well if you just follow it and do not overcomplicate the process. Okay, so congratulations to those people. And also we got lots of new members that came in over the past week as well. And, we continue to celebrate and welcome them into the group. So Victor, brand new, welcome to him. If you're on this call, great to have you on board, brother. We've got Damon, another new member out of the UK, I believe. Welcome, Damon. Great to have you on, my man. We've got a lot of people that have been successful in other industries and other businesses. And so it's so cool. We just have a wide array and a diversity of different people that have had success in the internet marketing space or in another space they can bring their knowledge to here. Also, one last thing. I know I keep saying that, but I'm looking to do a Technical Tuesday live hangout, either myself or one of my business partners or just anybody here that's an expert at tech. And you want to get your brand out there, you want to get your name out there, reach out to me. You can jump on these Technical Tuesday live hangouts and just give value and help people with their funnels, email follow-up sequences, anything technically related to building their businesses, we would love to have somebody that's an expert jump on, with us. Because again, this isn't the Josh show. It's not the Brian, Paulo, or Fraser show. This is about you guys too as well. So we got 15 people that said, yes, of course. So it seems as though you guys, definitely would see value in this. So I know a lot of you guys, you have the mindset to do this. You have the belief, but there's some technical hangups that you guys are dealing with. So we're going to help you with that on Tuesday. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and do that. I'll announce the exact times inside of the group as well. So we've got D who says, this is awesome to let us use your videos as your own. Big help to get us going. If the HTA uses chatbot, what funnel would we use to collect email addresses? The same funnel. That funnel that I gave to you guys collects email addresses on the front end. And then obviously you collect the chat bot. You collect the Facebook profile on the back end, right? So is the funding for advertising or just for the program? You can use it for both. Okay. Okay, Gus. Hey, Josh, how can I get my affiliate links for your HTA and copy your ClickFunnels? All you got to do, Gus, is log into the members area. And there's 7 steps below the video right when you log in. One of them is to, sign up for an affiliate account. So that's all you need to do, my man. Let's see, what marketing materials do JV partners get, people who do not own the product? That's something that we're working out right now. We're not super clear as to what we're going to do moving forward. We want to give JVs the opportunity to promote this, but we also want people promoting this that are testimonials of this, that are in the trenches doing this. I hate marketers that tell you to do one thing and they're doing something completely different. Right? So if somebody's marketing through Instagram, but yet we're not teaching Instagram and they're promoting our stuff and we don't teach that stuff, people are going to get in. They're going to be like, okay, there's just not congruency. And so we want congruency in our marketing. We want our JV partners to have access to the product. We want them to purchase the product. We want to attract the right people. There's a lot of people in this biz ops space that have been so used to promoting biz ops from a commission perspective and not from a value-based perspective. So we don't want to just flash screenshots and this to just be a biz op. We want this to be a university where people can come in and learn the marketing knowledge, learn the skill sets that they need to go crush affiliate marketing, crush our offer or other offers, as well as maybe start their own agency, right? So this is just the beginning of a beautiful, product that we're going to have here, right? If it isn't already, but we're going to continue to improve it. Yeah, exactly. People have reached out to me to be a JV partner, but I don't feel comfortable because I don't know how they will market it. Yeah, we want the right people. We want long-term people that just want a sugar rush and need to make money fast. Yeah, those are the opportunity hoppers. We're not interested in those people. We want to create culture, because if we were interested in those people, they're going to bring their audience to us and they're going to hop to the next thing. And we don't want to be part of that whole scenario right there. We want to be here for people long-term. That's why this is what I'm promoting. Obviously, of course, I'm one of the owners here. But this is my passion project. And I know that you're going to make the most money and have the most impact by promoting one thing and not promoting multiple things. Because your team is going to do what you do. If you're an opportunity hopper, so will your team. And a lot of leaders need to realize the way that they got started and how they built their following initially was by promoting one product, not promoting multiple products. We're always going to remain transparent with you. We're not just going to go and change a comp plan on you. Okay. If we change something, there's going to be a very good reason to it to help grow and build the company. But we want to make sure that you guys always benefit as affiliates and as people that are just taking our training to become better entrepreneurs. Okay. So with that being said, do we have any other questions as it relates to training? Any mindset stuff that you guys, any hangups that you're having? Let's always get back on track and remind ourselves why we're doing this. Okay. Remind yourself why you're doing this. Create accountability partners in the group, you guys. You guys have a group. You guys have Karen, you guys have Gus, you guys have Dee, you guys have Chris, Carol. You have each other. Use each other, leverage each other, build each other up. Okay? You're going to get out of this what you put into it. Okay? Half the battle is going to be getting around the right people. That's going to be your biggest battle. Who are you hanging out with every day, directly or indirectly? Who you hang out with is who you will become. Hang out with Bob Proctor if you're listening to his audios. Hang out with Eckhart Tolle. Hang out with, and I'm just, Tim Ferriss. Hang out with people that will help get you to that next level, right? My first 3.5 years of building my business, I would drive around in my car and I would just listen to Bob Proctor's, it was like a 7-hour seminar. I would listen to it over and over and over and over and over again because I realized I needed to be 80% with this guy and 20% with my coworkers. Nothing against them. I love them, but they didn't have my best interest at heart. They didn't want what I wanted. Therefore, why would I listen to somebody that didn't have the same interests and want the same things as I did? So I was mindful of this. I realized that regardless if you think you are or aren't, you're always being programmed every single day by society. And it's now that you know it, it's your job and your duty to be able to pick and choose what you listen to every single day. Whether, you try and block it out, whether you tell your mind, I'm listening to this conversation, but I'm not going to entertain it. Your subconscious mind is still listening to it. So you need to be super careful who you are around. And if you find yourself around negative people, negative spouses, negative parents, negative relationships, then you're going to have to deal with it for a certain amount of time. And you're going to have to, deal with that and then plug in the headphones and override a lot of that negativity. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to make some tough choices. You're going to have to be creative. And that's what it's going to take. Sometimes we got to prove to our spouses or the people that we're around that we can do this, okay? Because they might not believe in us. And the fact that we're spending all this time with them, it doesn't put the cards in our favor. So again, we love our spouses, we love our friends, and they have our best interest based off of their current knowledge. It's just their current knowledge, right? Ignorance is bliss. It's nothing against them. But the fact that you're on this call, you're taking in this information and they're not, it's hard to get them to see what you see. So if you can, get your spouse on board, get them on these calls, get them to listen to the same audios, get them studying the same personal development that you're studying so you guys are on the same page. So you're not going up and your spouse is going down. So you guys understand each other, and that could be a challenge in itself. But you've got to be willing to learn how to deal with a lot of these, shortcomings, right? The same wind blows on us all. It's all about how we set the sail. Okay. He says, very true. Leverage your team for uplifting. Karen motivates me daily just by messaging me. It makes a big difference, you guys, just those little messages. We're all on the same path. It really helps to stay focused on the goal and motivated. That's 100% true, you guys. So any other questions? And the reason why I keep talking about personal development in between your questions, because I'm not seeing a lot of questions, it's because you guys aren't taking action. You guys are taking action, you'd have more questions. So we need to talk about why you're not taking action. And it's always a mindset thing. It's not making this a priority. It's not making this as a non-negotiable. It's creating excuses. A lot of you guys you're just creating excuses as to why you can't do this. You're being a victim of your own reality, and you got to stop doing that. Insanity. And I have many conversations with people on Facebook every single day. They come to my programs, and some people they do not want it bad enough. They are excuse makers, right? Even if you got a family of 5 you got to take care of, and then you have a full-time job and you work 12 hours a day, I'll have empathy for you. But if you want this bad enough, you want to get out of your situation, you've got to do something different to get out of it. Instead of complaining, stay up an extra 2 hours at night. Work on your business. You'll do it if you want it bad enough. You will do it. There's no secret to success. It's very black and white. Either you want it bad enough and you do it, or you don't. You create no excuses, regardless of who's talking down to you or who's around you. You make it happen. I mean, if you've got to drive out, I don't know, to a park at 1 o'clock in the morning and, use your Wi-Fi from your computer and work on it there. I mean, I guess that's what you do. People will hate you for the short term, but they're going to love you in the long term. All right, Karen has a question. Let's see. Oh, we got Jonathan as well. Jonathan says, hey, thank you so much, Josh. I'm using the Messenger bot method in YouTube every day for the last week. Would you recommend using solo ads to the case study video? No, I would not, my man. I mean, you could. It's okay to do that on the front end, but don't expect any sales from it, because solo ads, email, if you're doing like email blast marketing through solo ads, these people are cold prospects. So you're going to have to use your follow-up sequence of emails to build that relationship with those people. And eventually they will buy. So like you could use solo ads, of course. Okay. Don't get that twisted, but you have to know the buying process. You're not going to get results as quickly as you would like YouTube, because they're not on YouTube. They're seeing you on the front end. They're seeing a video like this on the front end, and then they're opting into your list. With a solo ad, all they're seeing is an email, and then it goes to an opt-in page. They didn't see a human. They weren't indoctrinated. They weren't pre-framed at all. So you need to understand that on the back end, you're going to have to do a lot more work because the pre-frame is not as strong, right? So you can use solo ads. Definitely feel free to use solo ads. That's completely fine, but just understand the expectation. Right? Typically, it's going to be probably a 30 to a 90-day cycle before a lot of those people buy, which is okay, right? You got to plant those seeds now and get a truckload of sales 60 to 90 days from now. Karen says, I have a question. The people I've referred to, the $1,000 level and easy one up, they're not active in doing anything. How do they get into the training for Ascend? Ascend? Or you mean Transcend? I think this will help them get re-engaged. Yeah, great idea. Great idea, Karen. So yeah, we'll have to, let's talk about that on a side chat on Facebook so we can figure that out for you. We'll get that figured out. Jonathan, okay, good to know. I'll stick to YouTube. Thank you for that, Josh. Thanks for the honesty. For YouTube, it takes a while as well though, right? For YouTube to rank videos. Of course, yeah, anything will take time. You can't reap and sow in the same season. That's why you don't have fall and summer together, right? And so you've got to be giving, in one season and then asking in another season. So when you give, a lot of these conversations I have with people on Facebook, I'm just giving. I'm not putting a dollar sign on people's foreheads. A lot of you guys are doing that. Like you're in desperation mode. You're like, I need to make money now. Like, where's the money? I'm not making any sales. No one is answering my emails or my Facebook messages. It's because they feel your energy. Your energy is off. You're not aligned with helping them. You're aligned with making a transaction from them. You need to change that paradigm. You need to change the way you look at human beings. Stop putting dollar signs on their forehead, right? And shout out to Rhonda Swan for that, because I was watching one of her videos on Facebook. She's been in this field, in the internet marketing field, for quite some time. And that was a huge inspiration to watch that. And just to remind myself, like, what was it? What was the mind shift that took place in my mind that caused me to go from making nothing to making 10,000 and then, 20, and then eventually, $60,000, $70,000 a month. And it was that mental switch. It was authentically helping people and solving their problems and genuinely seeing if my product, my service was a good fit for them. So really figuring out what their problems were. And if my product didn't help them, at least I gave them value and maybe it would help them in the future. So stop putting dollar signs on people's foreheads and really be there to help them. Okay. So I know you mentioned, Jonathan, I kind of got off track a little bit here. So yeah, YouTube's going to take a little while, just like anything else. So consistently putting up content, about 70% of your traffic isn't going to come from ranking. It's going to come from the suggested video section on YouTube. So just continually put out good quality content and model other content on YouTube that's doing well in your niche, and you're going to have a lot of success. Joe says this call will be posted in the HTA dashboard, correct? I missed the first 2 minutes. Yep, Joe, it sure will, my man. Great to see you on here on a beautiful Saturday morning. Hopefully everything's going well over on the east side, I believe. You're on the East Coast, right, Joe? Karen, do you have a script to use for people who say they are buying but don't take action right away? Just some ideas of what to say so we are not chasing. Sure, yeah, I'll get something put together for you, Karen. Thanks for that feedback. Would absolutely love to. And go ahead, if you would, Karen, just remind me on Facebook to do that so I can add that to my to-do list. Jonathan says, thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, my man. Cool, guys. We got 20 people on. Any other questions? Let's see. Gus says, I'll promote HTA to my email list using follow-up sequence. I would like to use an email message to introduce you to HTA to my subscribers. What swipe would you recommend to use? Okay. So yeah, when you import even just the first email, right? I showed you an example of my Easy One Up emails. I'll have newly created emails that you're going to be able to use. And it introduces me perfectly within that email. So all you need to do is take those emails and import them. And there's an intro email that's included in that. Okay. So I have that. Let's see. Any other questions, you guys? I'm going to jump over here. We got Willie, we got Michelle. What's going on? I'm going to jump over here to Facebook. See if we have any questions on Facebook. I know some people don't jump on Zoom. Okay, got time to show the mini chat. I have messages loaded, but not sure how to send when somebody triggers it with a yes. Everything's manual. After that first message 0, Mitch, then you want to manually follow up with people with those preloaded messages. So all the preloaded messages that you have, of course, you import those preloaded messages into your Facebook fan page, but then you answer with those messages manually. So the only message that's automatic is the first ManyChat message, right? Which is, let me go to manychat.com here for you guys real fast. Let me log in. And let me share this. Let's see. Sign in with Facebook. You guys will see there's only one message in ManyChat, and then all the other messages are preloaded. Let's see, dashboard. Switch accounts here. And I'm just going to go to my growth tools. And I'm going to go to my HTA paid. And this is the only ManyChat message that's sent to them. So right when they come from the free training here and they click this link, then automatically it's going to send them this. Did you watch the full case study video? When they say yes, then I start with the preloaded messages that I loaded into the fan page, and I answer manually. And I even add, my own personalization to it. I don't answer like too quickly, so people think that they're just preloaded messages, right? So there's a strategy to that. So, hopefully that answers your question there, Mitch. Let me jump back over here. Got it. Okay. Sweet. Had a buyer on the 4th, but I was gone and missed it. Trying to get him back. Oh, my man. It's okay, dude. You'll get him back. Not a problem. It's interesting too, guys. Like when you plant these seeds, like I'm not going to mention any names, but I was talking to a guy the other day, and I told him the price. He's like, man, that's way too much, Josh. I can't do that. And of course, I reminded him what his why was, which is he wanted to stay home with his family and be able to spend more time with them. And I'm like, there's nothing that costs more than not being able to stay home with your family. Right. And so we just kind of like ended the conversation right there. But I know he's going to be driving, because he's a truck driver. He's going to be driving down the street one of these weeks. He's going to be fed up with what he's doing. Maybe his back's going to hurt. Maybe there's going to be a financial issue or something. Hopefully there's not, right? But if there is, and this is just human nature, right? We are programmed. We do the same thing over and over again, but we want a different result. And he's going to come to a point again where he's sick and tired, and he's going to think of me, and he's going to think of that conversation. So it's interesting to see like this, you plant these seeds and eventually you bear the fruits of your labor. Just give it time. give people time to really think about you and think about what you said, and they'll more than likely come back to you. All right. So I have no doubt that you'll make it happen, Mitch, at some point. All righty. Any other questions, you guys? Been about 30 minutes here. Josh, will you have messenger bot swipes later on, kind of like email marketing swipe? So far, I have 400 people on my messenger bot using Brian's method. Yeah, dude, I'll actually take my previous conversations, like my successful conversations I've had with people, and we'll load that up. So if you will let me know as well, Jonathan, just hit me up on Facebook, remind me of that, and we'll get that loaded up, man. Dee says, I watched Fraser's mini chat training, but I didn't see where to actually preload the messages into the fan page. Is that particular process to Brian's training? I actually have that in my training. So you go to the affiliate training. I have that in that. So all you need to do is check that out there, D. Let's see. Can we create a swipe file sharing folder that we can all access and contribute to? The problem with that is, Joe, I don't have a problem with people doing that. The thing is, people go in and edit and delete stuff that shouldn't be deleted because everybody has access to it. So that's kind of iffy. If you want to, maybe we'll have something where you could submit, a swipe, and then we can approve it and add it. Then maybe we could do something like that. So we'll look into that too as well, Joe. Cool, guys. Yeah, Karen says, I can't believe how incredibly effective the YouTube to fan page and then using the sales script is. Way effective. No one else is doing it, guys. Everyone's like automation, live the laptop lifestyle, work from your laptop, and travel the world and work 30 minutes to an hour a day. The reality is, guys, and you can even ask Fraser this, if he has 30 minutes or an hour a day, he's giving all of his focus to his customers and his clients. Most people are not doing that. They're preaching this dream and they're leaving their team hung out to dry because they're living this laptop lifestyle themselves, but they're not helping their team. And typically, a lot of times you can't do that in like 30 minutes or an hour, unless maybe you're Fraser. He's been doing this for a while. So what we want to do is we want to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing. We want to pay attention to our prospects. We want to have personal conversations with them, okay? And no one's doing this. And it's crazy how appreciative people are when you take the time to have a conversation with them, because most gurus are not doing that. Heck, I even use audio, use voice too. You mix in voice, you're going to raise your conversion rates too. So I've been doing a lot of voice messaging, and there's a few clients that I have here on this call that can attest to the reason why they joined was because I sent them a voice message. So if you send them a voice message, man, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is actually Josh, or this is actually Gus or Frederick or Felicia. And they're gonna be blown away. And that's just gonna help that much more. So, yep, Michelle says using voice messages are super effective. Yep. All right, guys. Any other questions before we jump off? If you guys are just jumping on, go back, watch the replay. Obviously, it's on Facebook too as well. So it's living here on Facebook, so you can feel free to ask any questions on the replay here on Facebook, and I'll be sure to get back to them as soon as I can. But it looks like that might just about do it. Any last questions, comments, recommendations, you guys? I appreciate your recommendations today. That helps so much to make our product and just everything better to help you guys get results. All righty, looks like that is it for today. I will get this up in the members area as soon as possible. Jonathan asks a question, is Brian coming out with a new book? You will have to reach out to Brian, ask him that, my man. He's not on the call here today, but he'll probably be on a call here in the next, in the upcoming week. So if you guys have any questions that relate, to Facebook, he can answer a lot of those. So for future calls too, we will have specific calls for specific strategies like YouTube and Facebook, Instagram eventually here in the future. So, but in the meantime, use those the chat feature in Messenger, where we're posting daily on what we're doing to market our business. I hope you guys have gotten value from that. And I love you guys. Let's see. Michelle says also, if you have a pre-made little video you can send to new connections. Okay, this is great. Yeah, if you have a pre-made little video you can send to new connections, introducing who you are and thanking them for connecting, send via Messenger. Yeah, so you can just create a little video that says, hey, this is Josh. I just wanted to reach out to you and say, thank you so much for connecting with me. Hopefully I can provide some value to you. Don't hesitate to reach out to me if you ever need anything. And just send that to them. Make it 5-10 seconds long. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for jumping on. We'll go ahead and end that here. We'll get this up as soon as possible. You guys have an amazing weekend. Make it a great weekend. Go make some sales. Go impact people's lives, and we'll see you next week. Take care.